Hey guys, Pastor Billy DeRay here. Just want to say how exciting it is to be on the front end of all what God's doing here in Orangevale. I want to take the opportunity to maybe invite you here this Sunday. I know we haven't gone public yet because we're in the midst of doing a church relaunch coming out in this fall. But I do want to take the opportunity to at least tell you our core value, number one. So our first core value of who we are as a church, I got to be clear, it's God. You know, a lot of people go to church websites checking out a church and they'll see, what we believe. It'll show our core values, maybe vision, meet the team. Our website will have that too in the future. And we'll also have what we believe about God. But I want you to rest assured, our number one core value is God. And because God is our number one core value, that means that we worship him because he's worthy to be worshiped. Not only is he worthy to be worshiped, but we also pray to him. We seek him out in prayer. Why? Because he's our number one core value. You know, core is defined as cardia in the Greek. In the Greek language, cardia refers to the heart. So Jesus refers to the heart as loving him with the core of everything you have. As the number one commandment, Jesus says to love him with all of your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your soul, and with all of your strength. In other words, he's saying, love me with the core of who you are. And so that's what we're going to do. And because we value him at the core of who we are as Thrive Church, not only are we going to worship him, not only are we going to seek him out in prayer, but we're going to welcome his presence in this house. I believe that this will be a house where Jesus can lay his head. Jesus says, foxes of the earth have holes, birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. I want this church to be a place where Jesus can literally lay his head here and find rest. In other words, I want this to be a resting place for God, where his presence is made known. When people walk on the campus, they begin to cry. They begin to get healed emotionally. They begin to feel relief. They begin to feel the heavy burden of all the problems of life disappear in exchange for his gentleness. Jesus says, come to me, all you who are weary, and I will give you rest. And we want this to be a resting place for God. And then finally, because we value God as our number one core value here at Thrive Church, we heed his word. In other words, we value God, therefore I value what he says and what he says in the word of God. The word of God is sharper than a double-edged sword. We get that. But the word of God is also food to our souls. And so when you come here to this church, we want to feed your soul from the true source of all life, which is the word of God. So in a nutshell, that's what we're all about. That's our first core value. I want to invite you to come next week as we go over our second core value. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you and getting to meet you as we grow healthy lives together.